Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today, I'm just going to do a quick video about how to increase your sort of success in any kind of content creation. So this could be music, this could be YouTube, this could be making YouTube shorts for other people, whatever it is. Now obviously quality is the real thing that sets you apart. You know, if you're good at your job, that's the real thing that's going to cause success. But more importantly than this, I think, is just to maximize your output and outwork your competition. Because up to a point, we're in a very big attention economy, and if you can outwork all of your competition, if you can produce more content than all of your competition, then you basically won already. Now, you know, your content might be shit, but it puts you at the forefront in a way that if you're not producing content frequently enough, it doesn't matter how good your content is, but people just aren't going to notice it, because we're in this attention economy now. I mean, think of people like who've been really big on short form content, so like TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. Like Andrew Tate's a big one. You know, one of the reasons I think he was so successful is just because he had this sort of rollout of his TikToks, where he was effectively paying people to make TikToks for him on this kind of pyramid scheme thing, such that just there were hundreds of TikToks of him everywhere, and it's like there's just no competition with that, because after a while it doesn't really matter if you like what he's saying or not. He's saying what he's saying more than anyone, and it's just gonna kind of matter what he says after a while, because he's saying so much stuff, and people are seeing him so much. Similarly with Mario Rios, he just does a ridiculous amount of TikToks about fitness, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether you agree with him or not. He comes up so often because he's producing so many reels that so many people are seeing. He's just outperforming every other person who's trying to do the same thing, because he's just doing so much more of it. And like Hamza said the same thing about his channel. One of the reasons he was so successful is because people just kept producing content all the time. And that's the thing, like, if you do it enough, it just doesn't really matter if people love what you're saying or not, but they'll just kind of, you'll just kind of manifest yourself into relevance, into being prominent. I mean, it's an old adage of sales, is that people don't buy the first time you sell, that they sell you something. But the idea is you form a connection, so then they trust you, then they know who you are, and then maybe the next time, then it's a lead that you can go to the next time to sell something, and they're kind of already warm, if that makes sense. So they're more likely to buy because you've sold to them before, or you tried to sell to them before. And it's the exact same thing with TikToks, you know. First time I saw an Andrew Tate TikTok, I just kind of thought, who is this bold twat with a weird accent? You know, I didn't really think anything of it. But then I saw him 10 more times, and I was actually like, oh shit, like this is a big deal. This guy's like really a massive deal now, you know. And it kind of doesn't really matter what that initial impression is. And yeah, I think that's so true. And the other thing is that by mass producing content, you just get a sense of what you're meant to do anyway. You get much better at doing what you're doing, and so you're sort of practicing, and you're already getting the results, but then because of your practice, you'll get even better at what you're doing. So it's just a constant circle. So yeah, basically any kind of media, any kind of content creation, you just want to mass produce as much of it as you can. You know, the first time I listened to The Smiths, I thought, this band's, you know, a bit weird. But then, you come across them again and again and again, and eventually, and then you buy, and then it becomes a massive part of your life. It's like this band's a massive part of your identity. So yeah, just really focus on. Don't worry about how meaningless the first amount of views are, because it's just about building that up after a while and sort of building a relationship with your base, so they get familiar with you, and then eventually they'll sell they'll buy because you're the only one giving them content. You're outperforming everyone else that does content, and then there's just you're laughing. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. So that's what I do. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see you guys soon.